Hey guys, this is Monica at Academic Phoenix Plus, and I wanted to thank you for my 100 plus subscribers. So this is going to be a special tutorial, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of quick little dynamic tricks. All right, so let's go ahead and start. We're going to go to Create Text Options. So we're going to type in what we want, so we can say thank you. And there's several things you can use, several options. So I'm going to go to Poly. And if you want to, if you click on this little triangle, you can actually get bold. Maybe you want to use a different text. So there's several options. Here's what it looks like over here. And maybe I'll use a Garamond. Click OK. I choose polys. I usually use quads. And then I'm going to see how that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create. And what you're going to see is a curve with some text on it. Let's take a look at the outliner. And in the outliner, you're going to see that the text has groups and a curve. And the bottom one's actually a trim. And these guys are actually polygons. So I'm going to select these and go to my polygons, mesh combine. So now they're one polygon. I'm going to right click, face, select all of these faces, and then go to extrude. Once you have that, you can take this and just kind of pull it out a little bit. So it gives it a little bit of depth. Right click, object mode. All right, let's go ahead and edit, delete by type history. And now we can delete these curves that we don't need. There you go, so thank you. And now I'm gonna do it again, create text options, 100 subscribers. Same thing, just gonna leave it as is, create. I'm gonna grab the mesh, combine, grab the faces, edit, delete by type history, and then click extrude. Make it a little thicker. Whoop, can you see that? Let's not go with normals. Let's go ahead and grab this little ticker right here. Click on that, and then pull it back. There you go. You can see that some of them are black. We just need to reverse the normals. So let's go ahead and select these faces, the ones that are having some issues, like these guys here. Make sure you don't select anything by accident. And then we're going to go to normals, reverse. Same thing with this black B here. Normals, reverse. All right. Object mode. Okay, good. Delete just the curves. All right. Now what I'm going to do is actually make this we're going to use some dynamics. I want to use some springs. Okay, select the cube, select all your objects, and let's freeze our transformations. Edit, delete by type history. And we're going to make this be affected by gravity. So go to fields, gravity, then rewind and play, and it's going to fall. Whee! All right, rewind. And this is going to be our passive. Soft rigid bodies, passive. Then select these two, soft rigid bodies, and this time we're going to use spring. Rewind and play. And there you go, you have a bouncy thank you. All right, I'm going to create another cube. This one is going to be for my subscribers. So same thing. Actually, this time we're going to grab the gravity, and then we're going to grab the subscribers. And this time under fields, we're going to use affect selected objects. So now gravity is going to affect the subscribers as well. This is going to be our passive, soft rigid bodies, passive. Select the cube, select the 100 subscribers, and then go to soft rigid bodies, spring. There you go. Oop, that one's going to bounce around a little bit. Cool. And you can mess around with the spring. Go ahead and you can see the constraints here. You can just take a look at the channel box, and there's several things you can actually look at. You can look at the stiffness. You can lower it, such as 1. So now it's going to be really springy. There it goes. Whoa! If you want to. Or you can make it very stiff. Rewind and play. And you can see that it doesn't have that much bounciness to it. Grab the cubes, Control H, that's just going to hide them. I'm going to select the camera, open up its attributes, scroll down till you see environment. Change the environment to some sort of color. Then you can grab this, right click, and assign a new material. Let's go ahead and use a new Lambert. And maybe you can use the color purple. And render. Let's go ahead and go to our render settings, and let's go to mental ray. And we're gonna use indirect lighting, and let's create physical sun and sky. So create, grab this guy and just rotate the sun just a little bit to give it interesting shadows. And now I'm going to batch render it. So I'm going to rewind and see. I'm going to turn on my resolution gate. Make sure turn off my grid because it's kind of on the way. I'm going to rewind. Alright, I'll say 100 frames. Go to your render settings. Common. I don't have render layers or anything, so let's go ahead and say thank you. Let's go to TIFFs. Name, number, extension. We'll do 3. Padding. We'll do 1 through 100 frames. Perspective camera works. HD 540 works. Let me create a quick project. So project window. New. Thank you. Accept. Double check render settings. This is where it's going to place it. All your renders are in the path. Desktop, thank you, images. So I'm going to go ahead and go to rendering. And then we can go to render, batch render. So I always go to my desktop and just make sure that it's actually rendering correctly. So just go to your images. And here is there it is. All right, perfect. I'm going to wait to batch render this and I'll see you in After Effects. All right, After Effects, file, import file, find your images. Just click on the first one and then open. Okay. I'm going to drag that into your timeline. Bam. And you can just press play. Doesn't look exactly, the background's missing, so I'm going to import that as well. Drag down to the bottom. Scale it a tiny little bit. And now we have our render. Alright, let's give it an effect. Let's go to a layer, new adjustment layer. I'm going to give it a curve. So type over here curve and drag it into your adjustment layer. Let's make it dark. We're going to go to our click and hold and grab the ellipse tool and double click. Go to your mask and change it to subtract. Go to your mask and open it up and just feather it so we can get a nice little vignette. And it collapses a little bit so we can see more. I'm going to click on T for opacity and just kind of lower that a little bit. Maybe more. Just want a hint of it. Let's do another adjustment layer. And this time we're going to add noise. Here's the noise, grab it, drag it, and let's go ahead and increase our noise just a little bit to give it a little bit more interesting look. And if you want, you can change the mode. You can do darken if you want. So when you press play, you get a little noise. And let's go ahead and export this. Composition, add to render queue. Best settings, that's fine. Lossless. I might change it to QuickTime. My format options are going to be H.264, no audio, and I'm going to call it thank you, and then render. There you are. Thank you, all 100 subscribers. I truly appreciate the support that you guys have given me. It encourages me to keep adding more content to my YouTube channel. Let me know if you guys want anything particular to be created. Thank you again, and I will see you next time.